staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ritter back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do give him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ritter going to keep it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ritter. Or just the last thing you want to see here in the 1st quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2. There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
94 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st down. Here's Ritter. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. To Barkley on the check down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On the ball.
Ritter off to play fake.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. She'll give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On first down, Ritter.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
You have to ask the question, what was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Evans. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Down. Ready?
Ritter now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
43 rail. Hut, hut.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Here's Ritter. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Ritter. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Evans. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Evans. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Evans. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
65 catch.
The final shot before break. Evans. Touchdown, Packers.
George Pickens.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Packers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down and 1.
Dragon 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Evans. And he is caught. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Ritter. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
A handoff, Barkley running left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking. I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll run for it with Barkley.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
18 rattling. Trap 50, trap 60.
Evans will look to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Seven Pirates.
Here's Evans. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. 19 right.
Now Evans.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Top low 18. Go.
They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Cooper, the man in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ritter back to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
We'll start with the option.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Dragon 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Evans to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ritter to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ritter off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the fourth. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The 20. 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready. Cougar 19. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Ritter.
Being chased out left.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
White.
Ritter. That is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Ritter looks to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here's Ritter.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To Barkley on the check down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Packers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See